You something. This morning, before you left your house, did you grab a glass of orange juice? Maybe you poured one for your kids. Maybe you picked up a bottle at the gas station that said 100% natural on the label. Maybe you even blended a smoothie and threw in some fruit juice because, hey, fruit is healthy, right? I get it. We have all been told the same thing our whole lives. Eat your fruits, drink your juice, stay healthy. But I need to tell you something today that nobody told you. Something the juice industry has spent billions of dollars making sure you never find out. That glass of juice sitting on your breakfast table? It is not health food. It is closer to soda than anything else. And every single time you drink it, you are flooding your liver with a type of sugar it was never designed to handle in those amounts. Your blood sugar spikes, your liver goes into overdrive, and over time that adds up to something serious. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you are going to look at that orange juice bottle completely differently. So let us start at the beginning. What even is fruit juice? You would think it is just crushed fruit. Natural, simple, good for you. But here is what actually happens when you turn fruit into juice. You strip away the fiber, and that fiber, that part you throw away, is the whole reason eating a piece of fruit is actually safe for your body. When you eat a whole orange, the fiber slows everything down. It controls how fast the sugar enters your bloodstream. It tells your gut to take its time. Your body processes the sugar gradually, calmly, without stress. But when you squeeze that orange into a glass, the fiber is gone. What you have left is basically liquid sugar, and your body absorbs it fast, really fast. Now here is where it gets serious. The main sugar in fruit juice is called fructose, and fructose is not like other sugars. When you eat glucose, the sugar you get from bread or rice or potatoes, your entire body can use it. Every cell in your body runs on glucose. Your muscles grab it, your brain uses it. But fructose? Fructose can only be processed by one organ in your body, your liver. That is it. Your liver is the only place fructose can go. And when you drink a full glass of juice, or worse, a full bottle, you are sending a massive wave of fructose straight to your liver all at once. Now imagine this. Imagine you are one person working at a shipping dock, and your job is to sort packages. You can handle maybe 20 packages an hour, no problem. But then someone shows up and dumps 500 packages in front of you all at once. What happens? You cannot sort them all. You panic. You start making shortcuts. Packages go to the wrong place. Things pile up. The whole system gets overwhelmed. That is exactly what happens to your liver when you drink fruit juice. Your liver gets hit with more fructose than it can properly process. And when it cannot keep up, it does something alarming. It starts converting that excess fructose into fat. Specifically, fat that stays in your liver. Doctors call it non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. And here is the thing that should make you sit up straight. You do not have to be overweight for this to happen. You do not have to drink alcohol. You do not have to eat fast food every day. You just have to drink too much juice. Research from the National Institutes of Health has shown that high fructose consumption is directly linked to a higher risk of fatty liver disease. The liver gets overloaded, fat builds up, inflammation follows, and over time that can lead to serious liver damage, all from something you thought was good for you. But wait, it gets worse. Let us talk about your blood sugar. Most people assume fruit juice does not spike blood sugar as much as soda. After all, it says no added sugar on the bottle. It comes from fruit. It feels healthier. But here is the data. A single 8-ounce glass of orange juice contains about 21 grams of sugar. A can of Coca-Cola contains about 25 grams. We are talking almost the same amount. Apple juice? Even worse. A glass of apple juice can contain about 24 grams of sugar. One popular brand, Minute Maid 100% apple juice, has been measured with nearly 66 grams of fructose per liter. Coca-Cola has about 62. Let me repeat that. Some apple juices have C times, more fructose than Coca-Cola. And grape juice? 36 grams of sugar per cup. That is more sugar than many sodas. But here is the part that really matters. Because of the lack of fiber, juice hits your bloodstream faster than soda. Liquids leave your stomach and reach your intestines quickly. There is nothing slowing the sugar down, nothing buffering the impact. So your blood sugar spikes hard and fast. Your pancreas scrambles to pump out insulin. Your body works overtime to bring things back under control. And every time this happens, over and over, day after day, your cells start to become less sensitive to insulin. That is called insulin resistance. And insulin resistance is the first step toward type 2 diabetes. A meta-analysis published in BMJ Open looked at fruit juice consumption and found it was linked to a higher risk of type 2 diabetes. Meanwhile, whole fruit consumption was linked to a lower risk. Same fruit. Completely different outcomes. Because of one thing, fiber. Now I know what you are thinking. You are thinking, but juice has vitamins. It has vitamin C. It has antioxidants. Surely that counts for something. Yes, it does. I am not going to pretend juice has zero nutritional value. It does have some vitamins, but here's the problem. You can get all those vitamins from eating whole fruit, from eating vegetables, from other foods that do not come with a massive sugar payload attached. The vitamins in juice do not cancel out the harm from the sugar. You cannot flood your liver with fructose and then say it is fine, because there was vitamin C in there. The Heart and Stroke Foundation put it plainly. The World Health Organization actually classifies the sugar in juice in the same category as the sugar in soda. They call them free sugars, and they recommend you keep free sugars below 10% of your daily calories. One glass of juice can already take you close to that limit. Most people do not stop at one glass. And here is something else nobody talks about. The juice industry has been in your corner your whole life. Not literally, but through marketing. 100 years ago, almost nobody drank orange juice for breakfast. That was not a tradition. That was not ancient wisdom passed down through generations. It was an advertising campaign. In the early 1900s, orange growers in California had too many oranges and not enough buyers. So they hired marketing companies to convince Americans that drinking orange juice every morning was a health habit, a sign of a good, healthy, responsible family. It worked, and it never stopped working. Today, juice companies spend enormous amounts of money on packaging and labels designed to make you feel like you are making a health decision. 100% natural, cold-pressed, no added sugar, from concentrate, not from concentrate. None of that changes the fructose content. None of that gives the fiber back. When researchers at the University of Glasgow surveyed over 2,000 adults, they found that people underestimated the sugar content in fruit juice by nearly 50%. People think juice has half the sugar it actually has, because the marketing has been that good. Now here's the part I really want you to hear. This is not about fear. This is not about telling you that you can never enjoy fruit again. Fruit is wonderful. Whole fruit, eaten in its natural form, is genuinely good for your body. The fiber, the water content, the gradual release of sugar, your body handles whole fruit just fine. This is specifically about what happens when you strip all of that away and drink the liquid sugar that is left. And I also want to be honest with you. A small amount of juice, I am talking less than 5 ounces per day, seems to have a neutral or even mildly positive effect for most healthy people. The research suggests the danger is in the quantity. In the people who drink a large glass every morning for 30 years and think they are being healthy. But here is the question you should ask yourself honestly. When you drink juice, do you stop at 5 ounces? That is less than half a cup. That is barely anything. Most people pour a full glass. Many people pour 2, and then they add it to smoothies and think that is healthy too. Continuous glucose monitors, the devices that track blood sugar in real time, have shown that some smoothies made with fruit juice cause blood sugar spikes higher than a bottle of Coca-Cola. Let that sit with you. So what should you do instead? Simple. Eat the fruit, not the juice. When you eat a whole apple, your body gets fiber, water, vitamins, and a slow, steady release of natural sugar. Your liver is not overwhelmed. Your blood sugar stays controlled. Everything works the way it was designed to work. Drink water. If you want flavor, add slices of lemon, cucumber, or mint. Have sparkling water. Have herbal tea. If you genuinely love juice and do not want to give it up completely, treat it like a treat. A small glass occasionally, not a daily health ritual. And when you are standing in the grocery store and you see a bottle that says natural and no added sugar and fresh pressed, just remember what you know now. Flip it over. Look at the sugar content. Remind yourself that the fiber is gone, and ask yourself if that is really the trade you want to make. Because here is the truth about health. The things that are actually harming us are often the things we never question, the things we have been doing our whole lives. The things we were taught to do by parents who were taught to do the same thing by their parents. Nobody is doing this on purpose. Nobody is trying to hurt themselves, but the information was never this clear before, and now you have it. Your liver works hard for you every single day. It filters everything. It protects you. It keeps you alive. Be careful what you ask it to handle. That glass of juice you pour every morning, the one that feels like the healthiest part of your day, might be the very thing making your liver work hardest. Now you know. What you do with that is up to you. If this opened your eyes, share it with someone who starts every morning with a glass of juice. They deserve to know this too. And I will see you in the next one.